All right, so we are going to be going over Gridlock. This is your homework assignment. Both sides, this is the brief intro to this map.
Reporting in.
So, I've got Bryce here with me. He jumped on 3 hours late for practice, so we might as well make him useful here. Say hi.
Not 3 hours. Two and
Two and a
2 hours,
quarter.
40 minutes.
Yeah, that's not bad. Standard. Is that still considered fashionably late, or is that just straight?
Wait a second. 9.
Okay, all right.
And, no, it was only an hour.
I mean, you're not Jared late yet. Okay.
We pay per kill. Leave no survivors.
On this side of the map, on this spawn, we're gonna divide this up a couple ways. I think we can play it pretty defensively. Let's go right first. Let's cough into the mic a few times too. All right, so right side. I think we played 1,000 ways, but I got a few angles here that I want to cut them off at. So the biggest angles we need to cut them off at are right here at this door. So we're going to shoot them at this door, and we're going to shoot them at this gateway here, or this giant opening. And so how we're going to do this is however you want, but those are the two openings if we're playing defensively. There are a million angles to play these things, and honestly, I feel like this angle right here might be interesting. I don't know if it's actually super effective or not. But you can play shooting through this fire truck, and this covers the entire right side gap. So you got this, if you're looking at my screen. I believe you...
Hey, this angle's interesting. You can, if you lay down, you can shoot through the semi-truck window. Shoot
Oh, nice.
At the door.
Oh, that's awesome. Beautiful. So you got this. So covering the doorway. So this is one player, and then you got to cover the right gap. And, I mean, right gap, you can play from inside this building, too. Here
Yeah, you can make it more 90, like a 90.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where I've seen people play this from, but God, I can't remember. Right here, yeah, exactly where you're
right
at.
here is not bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right here. This cuts off that entire side, so you can do that. You can, however you want to play it, really. God, I can't remember. You can play it through this car. You can play it, I mean, just two guys over here, so let's not spend a million hours over here. There's 1,000 ways to play it. So Bryce, come on back over here. This is defensive middle, and I think defensive middle is probably more effective than not.
That's probably the way to play it.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of chilling over here, you're going to shoot them as they come through this gap, and the cool thing about playing on this side somewhere, like right here even, is you can see this truck, and that truck is the only way, other than like that javelin hook, that they can get up on top of this spot. And what else up here? It's the only way up to this top spot. All right, so we can cut this top spot off entirely. Nice, that might be cute over there somewhere too. So basically, look this way, cut the middle off, and we'll have another guy over there as well on this side doing it too. So, you cut it off over here. You can play like this, or you can just play right here. Just shoot them as they come out. They shouldn't be able to get up top because our guy on the right. So that's middle. Obviously, you can play more aggressively where, depends on what the left's doing. Where we're going to be shooting basically out here. So we have a guy here. But that's defensive. Left side then, if we're playing defensive, is just shoot this gap right here. That's it. So this gap. Or up here. This gap up here.
Or that one. Either one.
Either one.
It doesn't really matter.
So you got two guys on the left, two guys middle, two guys right. That's defensive this side. And there's more aggressive as well. But let's go to the other side real fast. If we're more aggressive, we're going to basically be shooting them way out here in this middle area. And that's about it. Let's go to the other side real fast. Show you that. If we are more aggressive, actually, okay. Let's talk about the other side, I guess, before I talk more about the other side. It's gonna be a confusing stream if you listen to just my audio. You're gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? Alright, so now, this side, we're gonna play a little bit more aggressively. So, down the middle here, basically you're looking at this. I mean, I think we can cut it off by kind of just chilling over here somewhere, shooting to the right. They can get on top of this Mack truck. I'm pretty sure they have to climb either this or the other side. Right there. I don't think you can just And you can jump up. But either way, this is middle. We're going to cover it. I think a good way to cover it is from this window. This has got to be a dynamic player, preferably Torque. But 2 guys covering middle, she really should have no problem. It's 1,000 ways to play it. The idea is,
should be okay.
yeah, the idea is we don't want them jumping up in this window that I just came out of. We don't want them coming through this gap right here, and preferably not coming through this door over here. And I think honestly, dude, like you can play this a billion ways. Like you can chill over here. I mean, this covers it. You can just, I think you can lay, yeah, you can lay down right next to this truck and just cover this angle, while your buddy covers a little. Like guy can be playing here, while another guy's playing like over here. You got it crossed up, or you can even have that guy up here like this. You know, just whatever you want to do. 2 guys in the middle, and 2 guys right. This is right over here. It's actually in the Japanese area. This side is actually harder to hold this inside area than the other side. The other side really is actually simpler because of the map design. Because the way the entryways are set up. But I think what we can do is, yeah, I mean, this is pretty solid right here.
I mean,
actually,
you can, hold everything right here, technically.
No. Oh, yeah.
We don't want to do it long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
even
yeah.
that side room. But
Yeah, that's right. So right there, and another guy in here, you know, just somewhere. I don't even care. But the idea is this little room here is a room from here to here. So Bryce was covering it because he was shooting this doorway. Which means...
probably hive mines would be useful over here.
Yeah. So
Like right.
basically,
right
we're trying to shoot them through this doorway
single doorways.
and through this gap at the most. So you can play it a bunch of ways. You know, even just chilling like this, you know. Right here. This is a good angle right here, Bryce. You can call if they come to right, you know what I mean? This crosses it up with you. So this keeps them from coming inside of you. So I think where you were at, like right there and right over here somewhere. We're crossed up, Bryce, if we do that. So that's that. So that's right, middle, and then left is more complicated. You're going to need a little bit more dynamic play over here. But, we're going to just play this entire area and shoot them in a wider range of spots. So, I mean, like this angle right here kind of cuts off this little room, and it cuts off if they come out here, and it cuts off if they're chilling over here, which means you just need, like, an Overwatch guy kind of covering this gap in this area. So, I think 2 guys that are dynamic and playing together should have no problem cleaning this up. I mean, you can play up in this window, you can play up on this, this thing for a minute. You know, you're gonna have to switch it up and play smart, but you can do it. And it's a little more aggressive on this side, but I think it's doable. What do you think, Bryce? You got any suggestions over here? Because you've come up with some good spots just off the fly, you know. I mean, even up here, I honestly feel if you come up here for a minute, like I do this all the time in game, and
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna see everybody that comes this way. The only thing you need to worry about then is this room, which your other right player can come up here, or you can set Torque up in here, you know, and just do whatever. Come up in here for a minute, shoot them down that gap. I just think this side's more dynamic and it doesn't have necessarily set spots yet, at least the way I'm looking at playing it. Because if we let them in this building or in here, it just gets too dynamic, I feel like.
Yeah, you kind of need to hold
you know what I mean? Like,
out
because
here
there's this
somewhere.
doorway, there's this roof, there's the left. There's middle is kind of, I mean, it's not too bad. We could probably figure something out. Maybe not though. I just think we need a hole in front of this building right here, guys. So if we can keep them out of the middle and not let them get into this building from left or middle, then we're good. So I think our game's about to be over. Where you at, Bryce? I want to see where you're at.
I'm behind you on the left.
Okay, yeah.
If you do have a guy ground level over here, it's an easy transition to
Exactly,
middle to
exactly,
or middle to go help left.
Yeah,
so this
exactly.
is a key little.
That's what I think so too.
little area.
I really think you're right about that. So, in terms of like Torque or characters, we'll figure that out as we play. Can we get on this ledge right here? Is that possible?
No, I
Yeah.
tried. I've tried doing it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd been like a really cool spot.
But just being right here cuts off the closer right angles, and you can focus more on like the
Yeah, exactly.
truck and far left
The
side.
truck and far.
We'll change
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, exactly. It's not bad, and you can play it from like a million angles. So, you know, play it from over here. Obviously, have better scope than this, but yeah, the guys that are working over here, just play smart, and your goal is to keep them from getting
This is it. Fight
to
like
this
you've got a pair.
doorway, this entryway, or up there. So your goal is to basically cut them off over here on this left side, however you want to do it. But two players, I think, two dynamic players that understand the angles and stuff.
It should be manageable.
Yeah, it should really be fun, actually. More dynamic on this side. There's some more basic, straightforward positions on other sides, but that's our 10-minute live stream. I think we did a good job introducing the map, so that's that. I'm gonna end the live stream now.
It's a draw. Stand down.
Do your homework, and if you're playing a spot, study the positions so you can come up with good ways to play it. You know, we're not. Yes.
And when you go
And
now,
Cruz, who's in party here because he's on
As
every
always.
night. Win gun battles, as Miami likes to remind me every freaking night, and go from there. So I'm gonna end this stream, and then we'll start up another one so people can just watch them individually. So let me figure out how to end this stream. I want to also make sure that it